Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster and I thought I would do a little video for you today about coffee. Now you may have noticed recently I've been doing a lot of carving related to coffee scoops and spoons, and that's basically because I've got a bit of a thing at the moment for kind of decent filter coffee. Now usually when I'm out and about, if I'm kind of bushcrafting or camping, I will take instant coffee because it's convenient, but it really doesn't compare to sort of a nice cup of proper ground coffee. So I've been looking around recently to see what options I've got to maybe sort of do that out in the field, and even out here in my workshop if I just fancy a quick brew, don't want to go back to the house, that kind of thing. And what I wanted to show you today was this. This is the GSI Commuter press. It came recommended from a few people I know, and I've actually been using this at work for the last probably week and a half now, and it's been doing really well. So that's basically the first option for kind of making proper coffee outdoors that I've been giving a go, and I thought I'd do a quick video today just showing you how I would use it. So what I think I'll do, I'll move the camera a bit closer in and I'll give you a closer look. Right then guys, so here is the coffee press. You've got a little rubber removable sort of butt pad on the bottom, stop it slipping around, a really nice little insulating jacket which not only keeps the contents hot but stops you from burning your hands on the container. And apart from that, it's essentially just three parts. You've got this outer wall, nice solid plastic container, you've got this little cap which does have a nice little sort of pouring spout, and you can clip this back, so if you are drinking out of it, it's not going to flap around anywhere, it's not going to come back and sort of hit you in the nose or anything like that. And then you've got the press element itself, which is basically just another tube with a permanent filter in there. I mean, you can see this has been getting some use recently, and that's basically it. And in essence, this is a sort of a travel cafetiere that's sort of orientated towards the outdoors market. It's quite a very good build quality from what I can tell so far, and literally all you do is you dump your coffee grounds in there, you fill it up with hot water, put this back on the top, give it a few minutes to brew, and then you very slowly press it down. That's probably a bit quicker than I normally would. And what will happen is all of the coffee grounds will get pushed to the bottom, the coffee itself goes through the filter, and then you can pour it either straight out into another container or you can drink it out of there. And the nice thing is that when you take off this little lid, you can put your sugar, your milk, whatever you want in there if you so wish. So what I think I'm going to do, and sorry about the planes today guys, they seem to be coming over every couple of minutes at the moment. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use my little Pathfinder cup and nesting bottle set. I've got some water in here, I'm going to put that in there, brew up some hot water very quickly on my stove, and then we'll see how this works. Right, so we'll get a bit of water in this cup. I'm only really going to be making enough for me, so I'll probably do that about 2/3 full. We'll get the lid on to help with it brewing, and let's get this burner on. There we go. Right, so let's just get this on the burner. Nice and stable. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to put a small amount of coffee grounds in, because it's just for me. I'm probably just going to use one of these little spoon measures. I really like this little this design for this little sort of spoon, and that will really do for me. I'm not a strong coffee person, I like it kind of medium, and this is actually a fairly small amount of space. It's ideal for probably a cup and a half if you're drinking it out the container. Normally what I'll do is I'll pour 1 cup's worth, and then I'll normally dump the rest. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let this carry on boiling. It may get a little bit noisy, so I'll either skip through the footage or I'll come back when we've got a decent boil on. Now, did anybody else spot the deliberate mistake I made just then? What I did, I had the insert already in the cup, and what I did was dump my coffee grounds in here, which is something you should not do. So I've transferred them back out and given this a quick rinse. And while I'm waiting, I thought I'd just quickly show you this. You may have seen it before. This is my Swedish Army cup. It's a really nice, useful, compact little drinking cup. You know, it folds down to, you know, not really much thicker than my finger, and then folds open, bear with me, and folds open to a reasonable sized cup. Now I really like these because they're packable, portable, they're really lightweight. They're not a full-size drinking cup obviously, but if I'm camping, you know, I'll fill this, I'll drink the contents, and then I'll just give it a refill. So personally I really like these. Where are we? We are not quite at a boil yet, so I'm going to give that another few minutes and I'll come back when we're ready. Right then guys, so we've just come off of a rolling boil. I'm just going to move the stove out of the way for now. Really good little stove, by the way, titanium stove by Alpkit. Been using it for years, really good. And all I want to do is take this boiled water and transfer it into my cup. And what I'll do, if I just angle this down a bit, you can kind of see in there. And you know what, I'm not even going to bother stirring it. You don't need to. And I'm just going to leave that there for a couple of minutes just to brew. It's important that you leave the spout open when you press it down, otherwise you get a lot of pressure and it's really difficult to push down. So just give me maybe 3 or 4 minutes and I'll come back. We'll take the plunge, so to speak, and we'll pour this coffee. So it's been a couple of minutes guys, this is now ready to be plunged, and really this is all you're doing. You know, you can go faster or slower. I've not really found a huge difference in terms of speed. You get very few, it's not even grounds in fact, you just get a kind of a very light sort of film at the bottom of this once you've poured it. And that is it, that's all you do. Now what I have found with this, this little pourer is great for drinking out of, or this little spout should I say, but pouring it, it does tend to sort of run down the body of the cup. So what I'm tending to do at the moment is just taking this off once I've plunged it and just pouring with the container itself. And that is it. Hopefully you can see there, it's a fairly nice cup of coffee. Usually I'm a bit of a heathen when it comes to coffee. I will have proper cream in there. Not the healthiest thing, I know, but you know, that's how I tend to like it. But you know, I've got some sugar in here. Nice sweet black coffee is absolutely fine, and that's how I think I'll be having it today. Right then guys, so that is the GSI Commuter coffee press. I've been using it for the last few weeks, really enjoying it, really simple and easy to use, cleans out really quickly and easily, and all you really need to do is add ground coffee and hot water. You know, it's a nice small package. It will fit very easily in my pack along with my other gear, so I'm not having to take loads of other stuff around with me. You know, there are other ways of making coffee using less things, and I might look at doing a video on that maybe in a week or so. You know, you've got the old cowboy coffee methods. I'm also looking at maybe like an old style camp coffee stovetop percolator. I've seen one of those fairly cheap online, so I might pick one of those up just because I've never tried one. It'd be interesting to see the results. So that's it for today guys. Hope it was useful. Comments and questions in the box below. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you'll all join me next time. Cheers guys.